enter the actual showing of what brain activation is. Remember, we've defined it negatively. We said that it was not physical education, not sports, not running around getting the wiggles out, and not our 30 minutes of daily activity. Now, all of that is going to open up your dentate gyrus. All of that is going to fuel your BDNFs and help your neurons communicate. But what about this other stuff we're talking about? Emotional stability, increased memory recall. How do we do that? That is a specific movement that we need to learn. This is how we integrate movement into our lessons to anchor those academic concepts. We call that cross-lateral exercises. This is where we emphasize cross-lateral movement and gross motor movements. What is cross-lateralization? It means crossing the midline of the brain. If you picture a face, this guy looks a little demented, but you're kind of crossing this midline of your body with your right over to here to your left. Gross motor movements are large movements that incorporate the whole body. We want to have these gross motor movements that are crossing our midlines, and that helps wake up our brain. That is our brain activation. Far better than any pot of coffee you'll drink. This cross-lateralization means that your movements are crossing the hemispheres of your brain. It strengthens the neuron connections. It increases your dendrite branching, those finger-like projections on the neuron. This is a completely different thing than playing a sport or working out. Not that we shouldn't be doing those activities. Again, we should. This is just another piece to that learning puzzle, which is why we started out this entire module with why PE is not enough. When we learn something new, we grow new dendrites. When we recall something more, the more the path to where the memory is stored becomes familiar. Hence, our long-term memory recall is increased. When we are physically active, the more BDNF will coat the axon, creating an easy path for myelin to open the dentate gyrus and allow neuron communication. Children who can process information more effectively can communicate with each other. Think about it like this. If you're walking a route to a friend's house, after a while you can walk there on autopilot, freeing up your mind to think on other things. If we anchor an academic concept with movement, then it becomes easy, increasing the opportunity to learn more and more. It will take more time and more prep to plan this in your lessons, but it will increase all of the long-term memory. It will balance stability. And crossing that midline creates communication between the hemispheres, which promotes development toward that emotional stability. All right, so now it's your turn. If you were studying math and grammar, how would you incorporate movement into your lessons? Write down 2 movement ideas for each lesson. All right, welcome back. So our math movement ideas, to give you an example of what we would do, is let's say we take a fact review. Regardless of age, everyone has to review their math facts. Let's take 5 to 10 minutes before we start our actual lesson of the day, and we're going to throw and kick a ball around. How's that helpful? There's 2 different ways. First, it helps movement and vision work faster. You're developing that, and you're causing your brain to have to develop it quicker. 2, your long-term memory recall is faster. Why? Because your blood's pumping, you're crossing that midline. Our grammar movement ideas was we took punctuation review, and we said we're going to walk and read. We're going to act out our punctuation with large cross-body movements. This is helpful in the same 2 reasons it was helpful as previously mentioned, that it increases the vision and movement to work faster, and your long-term memory recall is faster. So this ends the info portion of the brain activation module. We're going to start next concrete examples of cross-lateralization exercises to incorporate into your lessons. We really want to give you as many tools as you can to draw from. We'll pair this with some video examples just to get your brain moving about ideas and how you can incorporate it.